Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, A.K.A. Lewis, back with another episode of A.K.A. Talks. Y'all, I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. Again, this is quality content, so I try to take my time, do things that make sense, and then when it's time to come back to hit y'all with a bang, here I am, right? So I hope y'all are feeling well. I am feeling great, amazing, heavy emphasis on amazing, right? I know I say that every intro, but it is true. More so today, for so many reasons. But for one reason I'm going to share with you today, just give me a second. The mood, right? The song of today for me is You Don't Have to Change by Kool and the Gang. I just was in my car mixed with the weather and I'm just grooving. It make you just feel good. So that was me today. So if you don't know, tap in, try it, and see what the vibes give. So I have a very special guest here today. He is literally the jack of all trades. He cooks, he makes clothes, he DJs, he was a photographer, he's a travel, just elite, right? He goes everywhere. He's been in so many places this year, so we're going to get into that too, all right? Without further ado, I have Ish, the CEO. Pew, 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 pew. How you feeling, Ish?
I'm feeling great. I'm very happy to be here. I really appreciate you having me. Hell of an intro. Photographer was a very deep cut that I wasn't expecting you to say, but I really appreciate that. It means a lot.
Nah, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to be here. That's a big
Facts.
thing. But even with the photographer, the deep cut, not only do I do my homework, y'all, right? But me and Ish, like, kind of like grew up together. Like our families are from the same neighborhood, not the same neighborhood, but literally the same block.
Same block.
Right? So to see him grow into the person that he is today is amazing. And where we come from, we could have been so many
anywhere, anything.
Anywhere, anything, but we chose to carve out our own path. So I'm excited to have you here and I'm so proud of you and everything you accomplished. So
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Our conversation. But since we giving y'all some new information, right? With us knowing each other from years back, we go way back. We go way back, right? I want to break bread. This is my family right here. So before I came here today, I stopped by Jamil's Cafe. Shout out to Jamil's Cafe. Now let me give y'all a little bit of the scoop on them, right? My last episode, I did name drop them before. I know my viewers will remember, but they're a Black-owned business, a Black family business, right? Where the husband Jamil, he's partnered with the a co-owner, which is his wife named Natalie, and they have Jamil's Cafe on 6830 Ogans Avenue, right? They're open from Thursday to Sunday to Thursday, Thursday to Sunday from 12 to 8. Y'all got to check them out. I finally had the time to actually go get some food today. So me and Ish are going to try it out. All right.
I can't wait.
You ready, cuz?
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah,
you got my favorite meal.
I'm actually, because you like
one of my
fried
favorite
fish,
meals.
right?
Yeah, fried fish.
I'm actually very hungry. And this is my first time eating today. Shout out to Jamil's Cafe, respectfully. I got to get up, right? Ooh. We chefing up with some fried fish, some fried shrimp. We got some yams. We got some mac. We got some. And here's the thing, too, y'all. Let me give y'all a pointer while we're talking about some food. Y'all can't be getting no soul food platters and not getting no vegetables, all right? You need to have little green, little string bean, little.
It'd be a lot of rice and mac and cheese. That don't make sense. It doesn't go together.
They do that?
Potatoes and mac and cheese.
Why do they do that?
This is why everybody's on Ozempic and all the other things.
Or even worse, they'll have mashed potatoes and mac. You ever seen that?
No,
it's terrible.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Terrible. So we gonna dive in. So yeah, cuz go ahead.
I'm gonna open this up. And I don't do no lying either. So I told Jakar that I ain't gonna do no lying.
You gonna tell it like it is, right?
I'm gonna tell her how it is. It do look good. It smells good.
Yes.
So we passed those tests.
And
already.
this is fresh. And like I said, they about their business. They have a great sense of moral code. So it was easy for me to just want to try them out and tag along. I'm gonna try. I need shrimps first. Not that hot as it was. So. Okay, shrimp.
The fish is where it's supposed to be. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it?
Fish is definitely where it's supposed to be.
I'm loving.
I needed this. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely needed this right now.
I need a little hot sauce.
Yeah, no, hot sauce is fine.
That shrimp hit hard though. Yes, nice and fluffy and flaky on the shrimp.
Yeah, I'm feeling this, Jamil, so I ain't gonna lie.
It's good, right?
Try
a little bit of side. Yams is my favorite.
This is the best combo.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best combo.
And you gotta combine it together, right? I ain't gonna lie to you.
This is your perfect spoon of mac and yams or any
You gotta
side.
touch, right?
This is the perfect side. It's good.
Hitting, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Them yams crazy too. I had tried to make
the yams is really good. I'm not gonna lie. The yams.
Listen, y'all catching it here first. Go to Jamil's Cafe. What I said, 6830 Old Guys Avenue. Check them out. They open to 8 o'clock. Y'all can even go today. Thursday to Sunday. And you know we come from real soul food. Shout out to our people. Shout out to
Latifah. Every
shout out
any
to
weekend.
Les, okay?
No, literally.
Shout out to my grandma Phyllis, Big Phyllis from the P. You already know when she had them dinners popping on Texas Street that she was litty. So shout out to my grandma and Aunt Les. That's family right there.
I gotta try the vegetables. You talk about it.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna try the vegetables and then we're gonna get back to business. But this is hitting. We got the.
I'm gonna say, don't let me get too comfortable.
We can dog this whole pattern, right?
Yeah.
And then be ready for a nap. Mm-hmm. I need a little. What is giving?
They not bad.
Mm-hmm.
They not my mom greens.
He said they my mommy greens.
They not my mom greens, but they not bad though.
Yeah.
I like this though. This was good.
This is a perfect touch, right? Let me try it. Let me see. Mm-hmm.
You gotta literally, break bread.
Break bread, right? But shout out to Jamil's Cafe.
No, this was good. I appreciate this.
Mm-hmm. So let me take a little break, y'all. We're gonna get this cleaned up a little bit. We'll be right back. This is hitting. So we're back from our break. We just broke bread. We just broke bread together, okay, with the amazing platter from Jamil's Cafe. So once again, go check them out, 6830 Ogans Avenue, and just try the fried fish and the shrimp and the yams, and it's just mwah, chef's kiss, okay? Mm-hmm. So let's get back into Ish, the CEO. Ish, you just dropped a line, right?
Yes, we dropped the Loren.
I mean, say a line of new capsule.
New capsule, yeah, new capsule. 2 new dresses, the Loren, available in red and pink. That was last Saturday. It was really good. I was really pleased with how everything turned out as far as the campaign and just everything, the process, and being as though it's been a while since I've been like dropping and been active. It was really good to just be back in the motion of things. So yeah, it was.
What you saying that, right? You said it's been a while. When was the last time you dropped the collection?
Our last release before this one was, I want to say, last like October, where we dropped our tracksuit. But the tracksuit was a part of our fashion show from June last year. Mm-hmm. So that was really cool.
That was a beautiful fashion show.
That was really, really cool. That's one of the greatest highlights probably of my life. Like honestly, like that fashion show was amazing. And it was one of those things that was like brought together just by the resources and by the things and by the people that I've known and stuff like that really everybody was able to pitch in and be able to bring this thing to life type of thing. So that was really cool.
It takes a village.
No, definitely.
So what was the process for you, like whether you want to go personally or just with design, from that October until now? Like what were you doing during that span of time?
Just personally, I'll start personally and then I'll do Paranoya wise. Personally, it's just been a lot of kind of getting to know myself more, and just trying different things and trying to, so Paranoia has been a thing for the last 8 years, in May. So since May 2018. So for a long time, like Paranoia was my job. Like that was the thing that I woke up, breathed, sleep, like that was my thing. Even in 2018, I was still in high school, so it was like, but the brand was catching on and getting to know a name for itself. So even in school, that's still a big part of my life and stuff like that. So it was like I kind of felt like I needed the break to be able to just be like a 21-year-old or a 22-year-old of like, and be able to gain those experiences, especially since I didn't go to college. Excuse me. Especially since I didn't go to college, I just kind of wanted to be able to, explore and be able to know things and grow personally without necessarily it being attached to the brand and stuff. So a lot of it was just working, traveling, um, in the gym, like just trying different things. I got, like you said, I got a bunch of hobbies and stuff like that. So I started DJing last year. So that's been a big thing. Um, a lot of different things. Yoga. I do. I swear by it. That's one of the things that like really, really just brings me
Zen, right?
Yeah, it kind of slows everything down for a second. So I really like doing that.
Cooking, don't forget.
Cooking, of course, yeah, that's every day. So, cooking and, yeah, just trying to learn myself more. And I would say brand wise, like me and my creative director, Maji,
Shout out to Maji.
she's over to the side being shy. But me and Maji, we're friends, but we're running a business together. You get what I'm saying? And Maji has her own business, Samaj Creatives and stuff like that she does. But when we do Paranoia, it's Paranoia. You get what I'm saying? So even in that last year, like me and her talk on the phone every day, meet every other day or whatever like that to be able to discuss things, whether it's small or big or stuff that might not be used 3 years from 3 years to now or to stuff that we're gonna do tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of just a lot of that and kind of just trying to find a way to be able to reach the people that we're trying to. Because I feel like, especially with it's coming up on 9 years will be next year, then 10 years in 2 years. Wow. I kind of just I want the brand to be able to reflect how I see it in my head, basically. Because I know me being like when I was younger designing and stuff like that, I was kind of designing more so out of resource or out of like not necessity, but kind of necessity of just being able to want some money in my pocket or wanting to be able to, sell so I can go do things. So now it's like from a perspective where we're creating to like also still make money and stuff like that too, but also really reaching and being able to connect with certain people that we want to see in our clothes and stuff like that. And just being able to really tell the story of what paranoia is and what it means and stuff like that, rather than just, selling clothes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of everything.
That's powerful though. What's one big thing, like even with finding yourself then, what's one big thing you think you've changed or you come to terms with about yourself that you learned about yourself?
I've learned that I can be very sporadic, but I do, in my personal opinion, I don't think everyone would agree, but I do think that I have kind of like a controlled chaos about how I do things. And I think most people will see it as like you're doing a bunch of random shit or like you're just doing a bunch of stuff and there's no actual direction. But to me, even with the fashion show, because the fashion show was something that we put together in 2 months, maybe give or take or whatever, 2 months. So that's all chaos. But at the same time, like everything was lined up the way that it was supposed to be for us to be able to show up the way we did, and we did. You get what I'm saying? So it's
that
like
part. And did.
Yeah. No, literally. So it's like that kind of was a big like for me at least, it was a big like, okay, that was what allowed me to see how people saw me in the brand. You get what I'm saying? Because I think that even because it's a bunch of brands in the city and stuff like that, but I do think that I've always, as far as the marketing and stuff like that, I've always been able to tell a story and always been able to kind of connect to be able to be on the outside of the box a little bit. So it was like for that show, it kind of was like I felt like people saw me in like a captivating way, or even my mom, she told me, and this was big coming from her because she was giving me a lot of hell coming up to the show.
Uh-huh.
So her seeing the show and her seeing how people reacted to it and reacted to me and looking at me talk, or like me talking to people, how people talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that was a big moment for everybody to be able to see like the direction is, it's going in a certain way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now it's like, now it's really about being consistent and making sure everything is hitting the way it's supposed to, you know? So.
Which is genius. Like, like when you have, I say a lot of tabs open in your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you trying to realize everything that you kind of like envision or dream about. And there's nothing really wrong with that. Of course, you want to get it down and concise so you can focus on one thing at a time.
Right.
But that is like a genius like thing that you have, which brings us to, right, this new collection, the Lauren that you just dropped, right? So talk a little bit about that. How was the process? Like, what made you want to go from, oh my God, there's so much stuff I'm going to ask you. So let's start here. What made you want to go from male clothing to female? Let's start there.
Okay. Well, first, I think if anybody knows me and they know I hang around a lot of girls and stuff like that. My mom, she was a hairstylist for 30 years and I kind of grew up in the hair salon. So I've always kind of just drawn more so to women or whatever like that. And I feel like a lot of the support, even before we made the change, was from women. Even a lot of men, of course, bought the sweatsuits and t-shirts and stuff like that, but just from the feel and the look and like who I see promoted, because a lot of it might be a girl telling a guy to go, yo, go get
For
that.
sure.
You get what I'm saying? Or like a girl putting, like, it's a lot of that goes on, but that results into men purchasing it. And I just feel like women in general, women influence everything kind of in a way. So it's like, it for me, it was a no-brainer. Like, to me, not a no-brainer, because I did fight it for a second, but I'm a cat, but because I did fight it for a second, but I always knew it made sense. It just was kind of like a fear, not a fear, but like you got to get over the hump, or you have to like, yeah, exactly. So anything kind of like, anything new, brings you a little bit of anxiety or whatever, but it definitely makes sense to me. It definitely is a thing, whereas though I feel like the women will appreciate what we're putting out. And even because the clothes that we were putting out, some of the clothes that we were putting out, women are buying it, but it's not necessarily fitting and hugging the way that it's really supposed to. You get what I'm saying? And back to what I was saying about creating from resource, I couldn't always get the women's sweatsuit and the men's sweatsuit. So now it's kind of like shifting the focus and just being able to really show our appreciation to the people who kind of supported the brand the whole way through. So not to say we'll never drop another men's piece, but it is going to be a lot more feminine focus and feminine energy in the brand and in the clothes. And I just feel like that it's going to bring a lot of different attention to it.
I love that. So, DeLauren, how did you come about with saying, I want the dresses to be first? Tell me a little bit about the process with that.
Well, I know we had a dress in the last show that I had been working on for a long time, and it kind of only got to like the sample phase, because it was kind of complicated. It was original, but it was very complicated the way that I wanted to do it. So this time going around, especially thinking about women's wear and kind of wanting to, I'm sorry, I had to let that out. Women's wear and kind of being able to, I wanted to drop something that women could dress up with, go out to the club or with their friends to dinner and stuff like that. But also it's the polo shirt. So it's classic, it's interchangeable. You can wear it whenever. That's why we also dropped it under our fall winter label, because it's something that we want to be able to carry out. You could dress it up with a scarf, wear it with some stockings, or whatever like that. Like, it's a lot of different ways that you're able to wear it if you want to do that. So I think it was choosing that first. I mean, it was the first thing that got designed. So I'm sorry. It wasn't necessarily a choice, but it definitely kind of made sense, especially for the end of the summer and stuff like that. So,
yeah. Classic, kind of like with the new feel. I
Yeah,
loved how,
timeless. And
yeah.
I wish I had it or I could show it, but the material when you feel it, it kind of gives it's more of a knit, like a sweater, rather than how a polo shirt would look on the eye test.
Right.
It's more of a knit or a sweater, so that even more makes sense of how it's interchangeable, how you can dress it up or down, and stuff like that too.
What made you choose the colors that you chose, the color palette? Like I
The
love
red one. So there's a picture of I'm drawing a blank. Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey.
Lori.
It's a picture of Lori Harvey, and she's wearing a red striped polo shirt, or it's like it's not a polo shirt, but it's a red striped shirt, rugby shirt, and she has it on with like these Chanel pearls and stuff like that. And I just thought it was super, super fly.
Yeah.
And that picture also took me back to Kanye, of course, when during the graduation and stuff like that, him doing the polos, and there's a picture that he has with a red one on that I just felt like the red was
The
just
red's
like
your favorite.
it's classic. Like it just reminds you of when you think of polo, that's the shirt that I think of. You get what I'm saying? And then the pink was actually the first color. The pink I just felt like was more just drawn more into the feminine side of just like all the way leaning into it. And I also feel like the pink is because pink polo.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And I felt like, especially like me when I was growing up and stuff, and like I was in school and we had dress down days and stuff.
Yeah.
I had a pink polo kind of shirt like this for a pink polo button down shirt that I would wear on my dress down days, but because pink was like why you got on pink? But it's also like why don't I got on pink?
Right,
you get what I'm saying?
And
so
I'm
it's
styling
like
it. What?
yeah,
so
what?
It's
like is a lot. That's the kind of person I kind of been like as far as dressing myself is all my life. Like I always kind of just did my own thing, or like if I felt not necessarily try to be different, but I would just wake up and want to try different things. You get what I'm saying? So that actually just drew the connection just now, but that definitely was pink polo. That's classic. Like if any guy wears the pink polo, you know he felt like he was fresh today.
He was fresh.
You feel
like
me?
look at Cameron. He didn't wear pink polo, but he wore pink minks and all of that.
So
fly. Yeah. So what was your favorite part about this release? Because I love the photo shoot. First of all, that was the pictures were how y'all styled the models. Hold on, I'm gonna just look at my IG in the back right now. How y'all did that and how y'all set up, because it was in your apartment, right?
Yeah, it was in my apartment.
Y'all set that like
literally.
Talk like what?
That
like,
was listen. So the shoot. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna give you the whole because this drop. It was a lot of lore. Like it really was a lot of lore. So first, the two dresses that are in the photo shoot are two samples that we are the first two samples that we made and that we received. That is the fourth version of that sample that was made. The first sample looked like a shirt. It basically looked like a shirt. It was like. Dealing with manufacturers and anybody who makes clothes and stuff like that, I'll be able to relate to this. Like dealing with manufacturers, it's hard to kind of communicate sometimes with them and for them to really, really know and understand what you're trying to go for because they wear things differently than we do. So a lot of that explanation had to be like deeply, deeply explained, but I was actually really, really happy with the manufacturer that I found for this because I felt like this was the first time that I found somebody that wanted to get it right. So, because a lot of the manufacturers they'll just ship your stuff out. You know, we finished, we got your money, you pay for it, and we'll ship it out. I felt like she really took her time to be able to like really, really know what we wanted to do. So the first sample was a shirt. The second one was down to the knees. The sleeves was down to the elbow. And then the third one wasn't bad. That was like, okay, we almost there. Like we're almost there. And then I think we just added like one more panel to the end of it and then maybe something to the sleeves and then it was finished. And then, so that's that. It ships to it. So 4 samples, this takes time.
Yeah.
And more time than...
And patience.
Exactly. More time than usual, like estimated, because usually the estimated sample time a week or 10 days, something like that. So since we had to do it again and do it again, it probably took around 3 to 4 weeks to just get the sample done. So sample ships out to us. A week later, it ships out to us. The tracking says delivered. I'm working at the time. My friend goes past my house to drop off. I think I left a wallet in the car or something like that. She goes past the house to drop off my wallet in my mailbox. I asked her if there's a package at my door. She says no.
What?
First red flag. First red flag. That's the first red flag. So I get home probably like 30 minutes after I asked her that, and then package still isn't there.
Wow.
I'm looking, I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm looking at the
I know in your mind you're like,
no, in my mind, so I'm like, I don't really get angry or upset. I'm not the type of person. Like, I'm real chill, mellow. How I am now is usually how I am. Like, I was irritated, like very, very badly irritated. Like, it was one of those things where I just wanted to just sit in my dark room and like, because first of all, it being the first drop back, like, and then second of all, it being just knowing how much work that we put into this, is like, it almost feels like it's for nothing, or it just feels like it's another setback or whatever like that. So in that moment, I'm feeling like so irritated. So I check security cameras. Literally, like, so DHL is the people who dropped it off. A woman is standing at the bus stop. DHL is taking my package up to my steps. She's like talking to him or something like that. I don't know what they're talking about or whatever like that. He puts the package up. She puts the package up. DHL puts the package up there, and she walks to the Chinese store, which is like across the street from my house or whatever like that. He pulls off. If I wish I could show the camera footage, I might send it to you so you could put it up, whatever. But they pull off, they spin around the block. You see the DHL truck go up the block, and the woman come back from the Chinese store, go up my steps, and take the package.
And picks the
off
package.
My steps.
I don't like stuff like that.
So now I'm even more irritated because it's not even like it was a mistake from the DHL people. Like, somebody literally stole my package, literally, and plotted on it, and literally everything just stood right there and plotted on it. So I post the camera footage, and 5 minutes later, a guy that lives around my neighborhood or whatever like that, he texts me like, yo, she just walked past me.
Wow.
Literally 5 minutes
This
later.
is like a movie.
No, literally, like, now I'm not lying. Like, I'm absolutely not. It's going to be people that see this and know the story and stuff like that. I'm absolutely not lying. Like, this literally happens as the way I'm telling it. I posted. 5 minutes later, he replies and said, "Yo, she literally just walked past me in the store." I get up, get dressed, walk up to the store. He like kept her there, whatever like that. And like you stole my package, like talking to her. Like, at first she's obviously fried or whatever like that. So but you also can tell that she's like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you absolutely know what you're doing. So I walk her back to my house from wherever she was at. I walked her all the way back to my house. I'm like, you don't remember being here a few hours ago or whatever like that. And a few more minutes go by where she's acting like she don't know or whatever like that. Wow. And then she comes clean and says, all right, I'll give it to you. Wow. Like, you doing me a favor.
Right.
You
like, that's my
package.
stuff.
Yeah. What? So there's it's like a small block with a bunch of abandoned cars and stuff across the street from my house, and she literally has the stuff in the car where I can see the car to this day from my window. Wow! Like, from the window of my house, I can literally see the car. So it's like,
lady, what were you gonna
across
get?
the street, like literally across the street. Like, I would have never thought about that. I walk past that block all the time to go to the store. I would have never thought about it being in one of the cars or something like that. But it's just like, crazy. Bro, like, you don't even know what you getting in the way of. And then I felt like if I wouldn't have found it that day, I would have came home from work one day and like she would have been wearing the dress, walking down the street.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah. So
what?
that was before we even get to a photo shoot, or
this is like
before we see the stuff before we even see the stuff ourselves.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, she had the first test and all that.
All
you
that
get what
stuff,
I'm
she
saying?
don't even know what's going on.
So it's like, so that was that, and then if we fast forward a few weeks later, we did some fit-ins with a couple of different models and stuff. We also did that in my house. That was fun. I liked the fitting process because it just made me feel like we was on some fashion shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that was really, really fun. And then we did the casting call, which was fake. It was a fake casting call. We already knew who we wanted to use, but to market it, tell a story, all that good stuff, we put up a casting call, and it's probably at like 30,000 views now.
Wow.
And a bunch of people reached out and stuff, so that was really cool. And then we might we're going to figure something out for everybody to do, but we had to do that. And then the photo shoot, I can't take any credit for it, honestly. It was really all Maji. She's amazing with that. And the checkerboard tiles, I was
so fire.
I was on edge because she wanted to stick them to the floor, and I couldn't stick it to the floor. So we was kind of like silently battling about how we was going to figure it. So me and Maji, we have a lot of
She's back there cracking up.
So me and Maji, we have a lot of silent battles to where like I know what she's thinking, and she knows what I'm thinking, and to avoid the conflict, we just might not until we got to get there or whatever like that. But and I feel like that really works for us because it keeps our balance.
That's your bond,
right
too. Yeah.
So we figured out the tile. We didn't stick it to the floor, but we did place it. We had somebody on set literally just to be able to keep the tiles in place and everything. Wow. And then that's my couch, and then we just printed some posts. It was really simple in theory, but I do think it really did come alive and like really, really showcased the story of Paranoia being me in a way, like a lot, because Paranoia is me. It's an encapsulation of the things that I think of, or the experiences and stuff that I go through and stuff like that. So I think it was the perfect way. That was the perfect way to kind of start to tell that story by having everything being in my house and everything like that. So that was really cool to do. It was a lot of people in my house at one time.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. I had to go, in the other room and have my little alone time.
Mellow out, right?
Yeah, but it was really cool. Everything was really cool, and it came out really, really nice.
So when you released, first of all, wait, let me go back to the very first video you put out. You got the footage of them actually in the factory, like that was fire.
So I'm not sure how new their business is, but they definitely weren't. I don't think they were used to somebody asking them to send videos and stuff.
Right.
So I just asked, because I always ask because I want to see that the things are being done right before it's done, because I know what I'm going for, and it's like if it's something that I'm seeing that I can catch before we have to get to the point of you got to redo the whole thing again, then allow me to see it.
Yeah.
So, but along with that, sometimes you'll get some good, like, actual cool videos. And I felt like that was really cool because, well, the edit that I put on it also has like that, like it was automatically making that sound because it's like a camcorder or whatever, but it also makes it look like you're listening to the stitches going to the dress. So I just felt like that was really cool. And I love the manufacturer. I'm not gonna lie. They've been doing everything that I've been asking them to do. So it's like they have absolutely no complaints from me.
You sticking with them for a long run?
For as much as I can do with them, I'm going to do with them. So yeah.
Yeah. What was the response like from the people when you first came back? For it's been a minute, so
I think everybody was definitely excited. Like even from the interactions and the engagements of just the numbers and stuff, it definitely everything's been trending upwardly. I think that people will have to get used to the change in product, of course, but I also think that'll happen because we know like everybody kind of moves once they see other people moving.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I've been talking about in general, as far as just getting it on the right people and getting it on the people that we feel like can translate our message well, and then everything else will kind of follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so everybody was definitely excited. That is kind of what made me excited, seeing people because people still ask me about it, and ask me even over the year that we weren't doing anything at all. What's up with the Paranoia? What you doing? Like, what's coming next and stuff like that. So I do I don't take none of that for granted, because it's like it's a billion other people that you can think about. You get what I'm saying? Big and small. So it's like for people for a year or a year and a half to be able to still think about you and stuff, it means that you're doing something right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Talk about the piece you have on.
This is also from the fashion show from last year. It's a leather vest with the logo, the big logo on the front. We thinking about dropping this a little later this year, but this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. This is one of the pieces I stole from the show for myself.
It's so good. So, but Paranoia has a meaning, right?
Yeah.
With your brand, describe that. What is it? What does it mean?
Paranoia, I would say, to me, because there's two different definitions. There's the actual definition of paranoia, which is, the mental health and how people have psychosis and different diseases. I mean, not diseases, but different sicknesses and stuff that gives them paranoia, and it can kind of harm them in a way or put them in harm's way. For me, paranoia, our tagline is "A little paranoia will keep you alive." So for me, and for me, it's always been in any aspect, whether that's financially or health wise or walking down the street, or it can literally apply to any moment.
Mm-hmm.
A little paranoia will keep you alive. So paranoia to me just means being able to keep your head on the swivel, being aware and knowing what's going on in your surroundings, and also being able to control your surroundings and to the best of your ability, the best we can. And yeah, so for me, it's hard to explain because it means so many different things to me, or it can mean so many different things to me. But I do think that's the best way to explain it, to where it's like you're just always being aware of what's going on, and aware of yourself, aware of other people, aware of your health, aware of your relationships, stuff like that.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about you, like growing up, because you've been literally a creative genius literally all your life, right? From a very because when did you hop into like the game of like, I want to do photography, I want to create, I want to do, like, how old, like what happened? Take me back.
Back to the hair salon. My first actual business was water ice. I feel like a lot of people kind of start that.
Oh wow.
Selling water ice outside of my mom's hair salon. And then from there I had a t-shirt and hoodie brand, Young and Rich, which was kind of like during middle school, like I would say like 6th and 7th grade. And I did it that quick because, so for me, I've always been aware, back to the awareness, I've always been aware of names, and to me the biggest brands, when you think of Chanel and Polo and such and such and such and such, it just has a essence when it rolls off the tongue. You get what I'm saying? I just felt like at the time Paranoia was just a little childish or whatever like that. So from that, when I ended Young and Rich is when I started doing photography. The hair salon molded me a lot, for real. My mom allowed. Shout out to your mom. No, seriously, my mom used to allow us to have parties, and the hair salon was huge, and it was a lot of space and stuff. So we used to have parties. If you remember the Glamour Lounge, Bronstein, the 4 gas stations, it was a time. We used to have parties at the hair salon and stuff like that. I used to take pictures at the parties. So, and I was a hustler. Like, we was renting them out to people who wanted to have the parties, and then they was hiring me to also be the photographer for the party.
Fire.
So that's what kind of gave me that, and I feel like that's kind of how I met a lot of the people that I kind of am familiar with now, just by taking pictures and doing different things like that. And then in 2018 is when I started Paranoia, and then it's been history from there.
Yeah.
So it's been, I feel like everything I've been doing has been kind of just growing with me. Yeah. Like, I kind of grow up with everything that I'm doing. So it's like but I also always know where I'm trying to go and like where I actually eventually want to end up. So it's like being able to have actually carry things to that level at all times is kind of important to me. So it's like I either want to carry it there or I just don't really want to do it at the time or whatever like that.
Where do you think you get this like this drive and this sense of like wisdom from? Because you have a very wise aura to you.
My drive, I would say my parents. Like both of my parents are entrepreneurs. And it's my mom, she just got her real estate license. Congratulations.
Nice. Congratulations.
And we presented it to her at the golf event that my dad holds every year for his foundation. It's a name after my brother who passed away. Dawood Bey Jr. Foundation. And she received the award there for her real estate license. And my uncle was saying, like, she was giving her an intro and stuff like that, and how she never worked for anybody ever in her life. She's never had a job ever in her life, except for now her and my dad work together and stuff like that.
Wow.
So that is also kind of what put it in perspective of like, okay, this is where this comes from. And of course, seeing my dad, like my dad, a lot of people know he spent 10 years in jail, and then but as soon as he came home, everything flipped. You get what I'm saying? And it's actually his birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy
to my dad. It's definitely his birthday.
Uncle Dawood, yes.
But ever since he's came home, he's hit the ground running. So it's like that's definitely where it comes from. And my wisdom, I don't know.
You give that to me for real.
Them too, but I just feel like I've kind of always been a little self-aware, like a little more self-aware than like, and I've always spent more time around older people. That's kind of another thing. So it's like I've always kind of known myself and what I wanted to be and what I didn't want to be. You get what I'm saying? So I've always like it was never a thing where it's like I did say earlier, I was finding myself and stuff like that, but not to a point where I didn't know who I was. You get what I'm saying? I've always been, even how I'm dressed now is always how I dress. You get what I'm saying? How I talk now is kind of always how I talk. The silliness and the goofiness is always everything that I've been. A lot of the stuff that I do, that I did as a kid, I still do. It's just different because I'm older. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of that essence is still there. So that's probably where it comes from. Just being confident and knowing who Ish was for a long time.
Yeah. Because currently, how old are you right now?
I'm 22 right
22.
now.
So even because this is what like my podcast and my platform is just really about, because it's based off of like, self-love and how people are contributing and adding their value to the world through their true purpose, right? But I also like to talk about too, just the foundation of who you are as a person. So your foundation is your parents, they're married, they're together, and they help hone you and nurture you and and groom you into the person that you're in today. So talk about how that blessing is important to you, like having them and seeing them work together and like build together, like that's important.
And it's pretty funny because in the last 2 weeks there's been a lot of these realization stuff. My mom and dad has been together. They've been married for like 8 years, I want to say, but they've been together for 20 years almost, or even longer than that. And then my mom's father and my grandmom has been together for 50 years. We just celebrated 50 years of their anniversary, I think last Friday. So it's been a lot of those realizations of like where a lot of the foundation for the things that I really do want in my life.
Yeah.
And that is a lot where it comes from. And it's good to see because like you said earlier, like where we grew up and what we grew up around, like a lot of it just could have been, you could have got into anything. You got into anything or just the wrong things or whatever like that. So I just felt like I've always had the options, or I've always had I can go do this.
The opportunities, right?
And the opportunity and being able to see it. Like my grandmom, she's the owner of, Imani Charter was a school here. It's no longer open, but she has Imani in Africa.
Wow.
And that school's been thriving for a long time. And even stuff like I've been seeing stuff like that since a kid, being around my dad and going into the meetings and stuff that he's been in. It's like the numbers and all that stuff that like this is stuff that I've been around and been bred in. So
Amazing.
It's like it's it's definitely a edge or definitely an advantage to where it's like I just know that I'll be good. You get what I'm saying? I'll be able to, if I want to go cook for this 2 weeks or these 6 months, I can go cook and be fine. If I want to make clothes and stuff like that, I can go do that. If I want to go DJ, I can go do that. If I want to go and do construction and do nothing else, you get what I'm saying? I can do that. So it's like, it's a lot of things to where it's like, the blessing of opportunity has been able to just me being able to just try different things and, you know, see what's going to be able to, where I'm going to actually go land and stuff like that.
And it gives you time to perfect them too. Like, there's a lot of people who start things and don't actually try to like get good at them or learn more
past
about
the
them.
first or second. Yeah, and bro, Paranoya 8 years old. Like and I'm only 22. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like, even to be able to say that I've been doing something for 10 years at 24 is like,
crazy.
It's crazy. You get what I'm saying? Or 23 or whatever. Like, that's crazy. So it's just, it comes with experience, kind of like, and that's kind of because there's experience, but I'm also still like really, really learning a lot. You get what I'm saying? And learning so much about myself, about the brand, about the business, how things work. And I feel like things, especially now, are just changing so much that you got to keep pivoting. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to keep being able to do different things and being able to get it a bunch of different ways to be able to stay current or stay, you know what I'm saying? But also without doing goofy shit or like just doing things that is just like, what are you doing that for? You get what I'm saying? So keeping things tasteful, but also trying different things and, you know.
Tasteful, yes. And you brought up a good point. It's like you're mature, you've experienced a lot, but there's still so much more to learn. I think that's the beauty of life. Is like, dang, I've done so much, but there's also still so much more
I haven't
to
done.
do.
Yeah,
like,
no, literally. And that's my daily battle. Like literally, that's my daily battle. Like every other day I'm on a different thing, or I want to try something else, or like last week, me and my friend, we did she came with me to yoga. And after we went to go play tennis, and we went to the gym, and it was just like free will. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. Like, you know. Yeah. So it's like that's kind of when I'm able to do things like that, when it's like I don't have a bunch of things to do in the day, that's how I like to live. Like, I want to be able to just make the most out of my time. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the goal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To do that. I just want to say I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so excited to see what's next for you. Yeah, like, when's the next fashion show? Like, I want to know all that. Well, which we'll get to. We'll get to what's next, right? But wait. Let me just interject, right?
Yo.
Let's do something a little fun, right? So I got some games I want to play with you. And I'm excited. Cause this is my first time playing games in my podcast. I don't really play games with niggas like at all. I don't play with niggas, all right? So we're gonna try this out. I got my cousin here, so we're gonna play a little game. And I'm excited. Hold on. So I got a little mixture here, okay? I got a little mixture of lyrical stuff, and then I got some black card revoke stuff. So, like, you know, a little bit about our black culture. So let's see. Let's start with like a music one, okay? This is easy. When Soulja Boy hopped out the bed, what did he turn on?
His swag.
Period. He turned his swag on.
That's funny.
That was a good one. Dang, why they get all these ones? Who did Tupac say he had a baby by? Or who did Tupac say got a baby? I'm sorry.
I might not know that one. Is it? I want to say Biggie. I want to say Faith Evans or Biggie.
It's in his song.
I fucked your fat mother. That's it.
Nope. Brenda. You remember his song Brenda's Got a Baby?
No,
you remember that song?
Before my time.
That's a little old.
I was born in 2002.
That's a little old.
Don't let the maturity fool you. Like, I mean, don't let me being like poised in this moment fool you. Like, I'm a kid. Like,
but I ain't gonna lie to you though. When I played this game, it's a lot of songs and cultural stuff that I know. But sometimes when you in the moment, it's like,
there's no way to think about that stuff.
Did I get that wrong? Okay, which rapper would you bring back? Biggie, Tupac, Heavy D, or Pimp C? See, this is old stuff, but who would you bring back, like, in your time?
So for me, I like Biggie. I'm not gonna lie. As far as older rappers and stuff like that, I remember because every time I go listen to an old album, I send it to my mom or I send it to like people that live through it and stuff like that. So I remember listening to Notorious for the first time, and I really really like that album. The way he raps, the way he tells the story, I really like that. And I think it would have been cool to see how his career would have played out. Him and Tupac, but Biggie though, I would pick Biggie.
Biggie was so good with his words and his storytelling that it would have been crazy if he was still alive to rap today.
Yeah. You gotta do a black card one.
I do. All right. So this is another one for rap artists, but I guess it's just a part of your opinion. Which is the best rap artist out right now? Kendrick, Travis, J. Cole, or Drake?
Out of those
but that's crazy that they answer that with everything that's going on right now too.
Yeah, that's crazy. They must be new cars.
No, they gotta be. They gotta be.
I'm going Kendrick. Kendrick is definitely my favorite artist. Kendrick. That's my guy.
Over Drake?
I love Drake. I'm not what you call it, I don't know either of them, so I'm not necessarily like fuck Drake.
Right.
But Kendrick, especially even with the battle, I just actually saw him the GNX tour.
How'd you like it?
It was fire. It was super fire. Me and my mom went, so that was really cool. Him and SZA. I've always loved Kendrick. I've always loved all three of them, but Kendrick is definitely, he's always been numero uno for me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like that. What was your favorite part about that concert? GNX.
So when I go to shows like that, especially big shows in like the link that was at the Lincoln Financial, I just like the production, seeing how it's all put together, trying to figure out how much money they spent on this. Like that's the type of person I am. Like I literally stuff out like that.
I literally did not hear anything bad about that show.
No, it was great.
Everyone that went there's like, I loved it.
It was
like,
great.
You know what I mean?
It was great. And I'm a big SZA fan too, so it was everything for it was good for me.
It's good. This is a funny one. Which female artist would you want to have your back in a fight? You ready?
Yeah.
Summer Walker, Rihanna, Remy Ma, or Solange? That's a good little.
Damn, and that's a crazy little four. I'm not Summer Walker.
Okay.
For sure, because she be.
I agree.
Yeah, not Summer Walker.
Why she even in there, right?
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't a good choice. What was the next one?
Rihanna.
See, Rihanna, she has the attitude, but I don't know what her hands is like. So I'm not gonna say Rihanna.
Good answer.
And then
Remy Ma. That's C.
Remy, see that to me that's the obvious answer. But it's dangerous though because she also could land you in jail. True. So it's like you gotta see how far you wanna escalate it to. You get what I'm saying?
Tread lightly.
So I'm gonna go with Solange. I'm not gonna say why I'm gonna go with Solange because we gotta, I don't want this video to come up at later times, you know.
You know what? And I appreciate you because we here with
it. Because you gotta think. You never know. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, you never know what she's capable of.
I'm gonna take the steps.
She's ready.
Listen, I'm gonna take the steps. But I'm gonna go with Solange on that one, yeah.
I agree with that too. That's a good one, Solange. You see. All right. Wow, this is funny. This is ironic. And Give It To Me. What did Jay-Z say to do with the Prada blouse, the Gucci bra?
I might not know that. I ain't gonna lie. I might not
Give
know
it
that.
to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty,
I know
that
that song.
stuff.
Yeah.
But he was like, take that off. Remember that part?
No,
it's like
not off top.
You gotta listen to the song.
I gotta hear it. You
gotta hear it. She's back there lit. What's a goon to a goblin?
Nikki?
No, what's a goon to a goblin?
Wait.
What's a goon to a goblin?
Oh, yeah, I know that song.
Nothing, yeah. That was a good one.
I had thought about Nikki, the monster verse. I forget what she says. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yo, It's crazy you brought that up because people don't give Nikki enough credit for her verse in that song. She wiped everybody.
She is the best verse in that song. I don't even think that's really up for debate.
It's not.
She's the best verse in that song.
Literally.
For sure.
Where can you find 50 Cent?
Window shopping?
Close.
That was close, right?
Yeah. Where can you find him at?
Oh, in the club. Okay, in the club.
You gonna
right.
find him in the club.
You can find him or the candy shop.
Or the candy
he
shop.
Mad places,
right.
though. You
window
know what I'm
shopping,
saying?
right?
Like, yeah.
But he said, well, he wasn't window shopping, right? He was saying the niggas was window shopping.
Oh, niggas was window shopping.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
okay.
said, that ain't me. I go buy it,
Yeah,
though.
my fault 50.
That's a hard one, too. But I wouldn't even get this one. And Grindin' Pusha T said he's a legend in 2 games like who?
Like Pee Wee Kirkland. Yeah, that. So wait, listen now. Yeah, no, listen now. Wait. No.
Damn.
Listen, Pusha T and Miles are the rappers of the year. Miles is 52, like, and he's rapping circles around niggas.
He's
like,
killing it.
So Clips is one of my favorite rappers, period. So I would, if it was any card that I was gonna get, it was that one. I ain't gonna lie. It was
that's
definitely
crazy.
that
I
one.
wouldn't have got that one.
No,
I'm
a Clips head. I'm a Clipster for sure.
That
like,
was
literally.
fire. That was a good one. Let's see. What did Kanye drink for breakfast? I gotta
know this too.
When he started off?
The verse, right?
Yep. I gotta
an intro for
dessert. What do you say before that though?
Damn, I gotta Damn, what is it?
Let me help.
Yeah.
Boost. I got a boost for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one, right?
Yeah, that was a good one.
That could slip through the cracks. And like you, what did Bow Wow say he showed them other brothers?
I don't know that song. Or
like
I might know it if I hear it, but I don't know it on top of my head.
How to treat a lady. That was a good one. But you know this one. You know this one right here. This lyrical one right here. It says, according to the locks.
Okay.
What is the key to life? You know this one. I know you do.
Is this in We Gonna Make It?
Nope. If I even sing the song, it's the chorus. I'm gonna give you the answer. What you need in life. What?
Wait, I do know that song.
Go ahead, you do.
I know that song. I don't know the words to it though. I do know that song though. I know what you're talking about.
Money, power, respect.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
All right, let's do one more. Let's get the music one. Let's do a black culture one. Let's do. Oh no, I want to do a couple. I want to do this one. What movie does every black person have in their collection?
Belly.
Damn, that ain't even one of the options. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Friday, Boys in the Hood, The Color Purple, or Scarface. I feel like all of
the
them.
above. Yeah,
but if you had to choose one, which one do you feel like
personally,
you gotta
Friday.
Have Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday.
Is that your favorite out of like all of the?
Yeah. I mean, does Rush Hour count?
Yeah.
I think it would count. To me, it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me it counts. Yeah.
He was drawn that movie, like, please, that counts. You know, you right about that. Well, I'm gonna ask you this one too. I don't even think I had one of these, but what brand would you say will be your favorite velour sweatsuit? Sean John, Rocawear, Fat Farm, or Baby Fat?
I didn't have none of them.
Me
that
either.
was after my
But if you had to
time.
choose one, which one?
I would say Baby Fat.
Baby Fat.
Because that's the most legendary one.
He was on some
I feel like
stuff.
that's the only one that you could still wear today, and it's still like a hit.
A hit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting better towards the end. Hold on. Hold up. Okay. No, now, this is a correct, no, this is not, they say it's option based, but no, it's a correct answer. And I want all my people that follow me on Twitter, y'all already know, I'm going to get y'all together if y'all want to chime in when I drop this clip. Because if y'all give me the wrong answer, it's up. Okay? I'm very serious about food. Ish, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What do you eat in your grits? Cheese, salt and pepper, sugar, butter. That's a combination of things, I'm sure.
Right.
So go ahead. Tell me what you putting in your grits.
In general, you want the answer to your question first?
Give me what you'll put in there.
So
it's the right answer.
I'm putting pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the salt
Okay.
things, but I'll put salted butter.
Okay.
So salted butter, pepper. I don't really always do cheese, honestly.
Okay.
I don't always do cheese, but I am definitely doing sugar though.
Oh my God! You put sugar in your grits?
A little bit.
Why?
Because it's good.
People be like, yo, I put sugar in my grits. I do not put sugar in my grits. That's cream of wheat.
I'm not. See, I've never had that.
You would like it.
To me, cream of wheat is like so.
What?
No, I don't even know if I can say that. I don't think I can say that.
What? Come on, please. Please.
So
it's
certain foods that I'm just not eating. It just reminds me of a time of where my people was.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I get you.
You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
A time of where my people was, and I feel like that we above that now.
Damn, I didn't even think about it that way.
It's certain things that I'm absolutely just not eating.
So now when I eat cream of wheat, you're gonna have me thinking like, damn, my ancestors.
It's institutionalized. They keeping us in the.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You gotta
think outside the box.
Yeah, you feel me?
That was a good one.
That was the best way I could possibly put that.
Oh
literally.
my God, yo, I love you down, yo.
Yeah.
You know this because you watch Martin.
Okay, yeah, I do watch Martin.
Which character from Martin lived on the fifth floor? The fifth floor.
Brother Man, of course.
Yeah,
Brother
right.
Man.
Why would he always throw up the wrong number?
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Fifth floor.
That was crazy. All right, if we had to do one more, which one would you want? From the culture or you want music? I got what I got 5.
A culture one.
Culture one. All right, so let's put the music as one down. So let's see. All right. Who is the craziest reality show queen of all time? Nene Leakes, Jocelyn Hernandez, Tiffany New York, from New York, right? I'm from I Love New York, or Tommy Lee.
To me it's between Nene
It's
and Nene. What was the second one?
Jocelyn.
Nene and Jocelyn. But Jocelyn is she's still in her she's still growing.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Jocelyn Cabaret is one of the craziest shows I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to Naya. Anytime I'm at my friend Naya's house, she makes me watch the show with her.
Yeah.
And it is insane. And I hate watching stuff like that. But it is insane, but it also is kind of entertaining. But I just feel like Nene is like she's just the head.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, she is.
Like
she
Jocelyn talks to them people crazy.
The ghetto.
Right. Yo, and then
she got so many of those. Like literally, like I can literally go through the list. Like what? Like
Nene
she has
is
so
one of a
many of
kind.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like the OG. Wait, because I Love New York was that was back then. When did the Real Housewives of when did that come out?
Atlanta?
I don't even know when the first 2012. Oh,
yeah, I felt like I was like I definitely so me and my cousin were so this is why I put Nene first because I've watched videos of just her highlights in the show because that's how funny she is. Like she has funniest moment compilations on YouTube of just like shit that she said over the years and stuff like that. Like she's hilarious.
Yeah, Nene could definitely get the win with that for me too. So let's talk about what is next for you. Like what's on the horizon? What are you feeling like? What's going on?
Soon we definitely gonna release another dress color. We have our full fall winter collection coming soon. I actually am working on a women's and a men's sweatsuit now, so that's also a part of the growth. I'm able to do both kind of now, so working on that. That's kind of been our main focus, and then like you said, we are very very lightly like in the spheres, in the universe, planning a fashion show.
Nice. Y'all heard it here first on Kai Talks. It may be coming, y'all. We don't know when.
It is coming. If it is coming. No, it's definitely coming. I don't want to put ifs on it. It's definitely coming. I don't have a when. We have a potential where, but I think we have a lot. We set the bar at a certain thing.
Yo.
So now I really want to be able to meet the bar and even surpass the bar. More so just ideas that I've had. I really want to be able to incorporate some of my other hobbies into the brand. So for Valentine's Day, we were supposed to do a pasta making class that I was going to teach.
That's cool.
So it was like some scheduling conflict or whatever like that. So I think I'm bringing that back this winter. I do want to do. You've been to Out West? Yeah, you've been to Out West. Right. So shout out to Out West. Those are the homies. The food is great. I haven't even mentioned this to them yet, but I do want to do a pop up there because I love their space. Their space is like super, super cool. So I do want to do a pop up there. Maybe we do some different coffees and Paranoia themed coffees, and I can DJ and stuff like that.
Like a Paranoia menu, right?
Yeah,
That'd
basically,
be nice.
yeah. So, and that would encapsulate all three in one place: the food, the music, and the clothes. So it's like that's something that I've had in my brain, and they'll see this, and
they'll be like, "Yeah,
let's
like
do
that.
this." Yeah, and that's how that's how I work. Like I think of even this. You get what I'm saying? When we first started talking about this, like I just text you. I literally
I love that though.
No, like I literally texted her exactly what I want to do, exactly what I was going to do, and then like how it was going to do and how it was going to look and all that stuff. And like to me, I think I be like we kind of think on the same wavelength. So I know you didn't think it sounded crazy, but I know how sporadic I can be, and then like I probably was just throwing a bunch of shit out at one time, but that's because I think of people. You get what I'm saying? I think of people. I think of the things I see, and I think of these ideas. But I don't always like to. I don't just be wanting to throw stuff out there. Or I've grown to not do that as much. Just start throwing stuff out there without it being really, really concrete. So even like we're talking about the fashion show or stuff that we have coming up is like whatever I mention are things that we know are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a lot in the pot that's cooking.
I like that too though, because when we came up with the idea that we were going to do the interview, you kind of like brought me along the process of like the whole releasing the drop. And it helped me so much. Like your old interview, I got to study and like look at, and then like look at the pieces and figure out what questions I wanted to ask. Like it really helped me. I like that.
No, for the last 4 weeks, I felt like I've just had a A.K.A eye in the sky. I let her on all my private pages and all that stuff. It was definitely like this was a thing, and I'm really glad that we even got to be able to do it, and I can't wait for people to be able to see it and really
dive
feel
in.
feel the energy that I'm feeling in the room.
Yes, it's so exciting. What I like to ask all of my guests before we end the show is, what does self-love mean to you?
Self-love means to me one first and foremost confidence, and just being confident in yourself and who you are, whether it's what you want to wear or the way you speak or what you're speaking and stuff like that. Also not being selfish, but putting yourself first. You get what I'm saying? I think a lot of the time we kind of get like guilt tripped, or like these feelings and stuff happen when we can't always show up for everybody and do things for everybody, or do things when everybody wants them to be done. And I think that being able to put yourself first, and Maji teaches me a lot about that. She definitely puts herself first, a lot. But I can appreciate that because it keeps a balance to our relationship, our work relationship, our friendship, and it's like it just allows everything to kind of run smoothly. So I think definitely putting yourself first and just taking care of yourself, your body, physically, mentally, spiritually. I think all that stuff is like head over heels important.
Important, right? Well, there y'all have it. This was so much fun.
No, this is great. This went exactly how I thought about it in my head.
Oh my God, plus more. Like me too. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be great.
And the stuff we didn't even we could have went for another 2 hours or another 3 hours.
Right.
Like, this is somebody I really enjoy talking to. I really enjoy just being able to be around, and I'm honored to be on the show. Honestly, literally.
I appreciate you so much. I love and appreciate you down. There's so much more for you. I'm excited to see. Drop your social media handles and
my
stuff.
Social media is my name, Ismaa'il Bey. ISM is 4 A's, ILBEY, and then Paranoya Worldwide, Paranoia with a Y, Worldwide, on Instagram, Twitter, and then our website is paranoiaworldwide.shop. Yeah.
But there y'all have it. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Continue to look out for more episodes, for more content, just from me, period, on my Instagram.
We need more A.K.A podcasts. Listen, we need more. No, literally, Maji needs to be next, and she needs to talk about all her ventures. But we need more A.K.A interviews. This is good journalism. And even for in the city and stuff like that, like I do think that you have the platform to be able to really like encapsulate it in a way to where it's cool and it's still like tasteful, like we said. You get what I'm saying? But it's still also raw, because it's us.
It's
You know what I'm
us,
saying?
right,
Like,
right.
yeah.
If you know, you know.
No,
I
literally.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, y'all. So it's gonna be more content, more episodes coming soon. Make sure y'all tap into Ish the CEO as well. And look out for more Paranoia. Look out for that runway show that's coming soon. And just continue to take care of yourselves. Remember, self-love is the best love. I'm out. I'll catch y'all later. Peace, love, and blessings. Until next time.
Peace.